Welcome to State and Local Matters. Today we're going to talk about the latest disastrous Supreme Court decision. The Supreme Court has decided, of course, that saying a prayer or invocation before a government meeting in a government building is not a violation of the Constitution. So since that decision, people have not really been very happy. And folks are trying to figure out, what do we do next? So today we're going to talk with David Williamson. He is the president of the Central Florida Freethought Community. It's an organization in Central Florida, secular, nonpartisan organization that is focused on the separation of church and state and making sure that those separations remain intact. Welcome, David. Thank you so much for being with us today. Obviously, this case, a lot of people were saying they thought it would be June before the Supreme Court rendered a decision on it, so it sort of caught everybody by surprise. What are your thoughts on what happened?
We're going to make lemonade out of this because we've got a program that I want to tell you about that'll provide opportunities for those that seem to be disenfranchised to continue to act and to seek equal treatment under the law. So I'm confident that we can do that. It's just not going to happen overnight, just like the Greece case took for 7 years, 8 years.
What are the plans that you have as an organization and some of the other allied groups that are concerned about these things? Are there some plans that you guys have to going forward?
Yes, absolutely. There are several things that you can do, and I'll tell you, the one thing that we're going to do involves getting equal treatment at the meetings, but other things that people can continue to do, as they always have, is verbally and in written form complain to local government bodies that are involved in these invocations that are not allowing them to be opened up to other people. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be for anyone else to join in these invocations. It's a difficult situation. I think most people don't understand it, and I didn't until just a few months ago. I researched and found out that to conduct weddings in most states, you have to be recognized by a religious organization or by the courts. So that I could have the same opportunities to provide these invocations, I sought endorsement from the Humanist Society, and they are recognized with the same credentials that religious clergy are. I don't plan on parking in clergy parking, but I do intend to require of local governments the same opportunities that religious clergy have. There are recommendations by Americans United, the Freedom from Religion Foundation, American Humanist Association, and others on ways to act. So I would definitely encourage people to look into those, find out which ways to act work best for them and their needs. Some people want to stay behind the desk and be an activist, and there's opportunities on social media to do that. And some people want to go out and carry the flag, and there's all kinds of opportunities. But the idea that we had locally here, and we shared this with Roy Speck-Hart of the American Humanist Association, and we're really excited that it's hopefully going to take off in some areas. But the first step is to list all the local government meetings where religious invocations are held. The second step is simply drafting a letter requesting permission to participate. And what I would not recommend is offering a list of people that could participate, whether they be free thought leaders or secular clergy or just people that are interested in doing an invocation. I would not provide them with an entire list. I would just ask for permission, and that way, if they only grant permission to your group one time, then you can say, well, this person is in this other free thought group, and this person is in this other free thought group, and this person's in a skeptics group, and this person's in another group, and you can get plenty of opportunities as opposed to one time. And then finally, if they don't, or excuse me, when you do send those letters, make sure you document all the communications that you're doing, send those via registered mail, make notes on everything that you do, and especially emails, phone calls, and things like that. And if they do not comply with that simple request for participation and inclusion, then you can reach out to organizations such as the Freedom from Religion Foundation, American Humanist Association's Legal Center, American Atheists, Americans United for Separation of Church and State, ACLU. There are other avenues that we can pursue if just a simple request doesn't work. Because if they continue down this road of exclusion, the next Supreme Court case or the next federal case is going to be, well, why didn't you allow those people that wanted to participate along with you the opportunity to do that? Instead of just ignoring them, you actually shut them out.
Right. So that is David Williamson. Again, David Williamson of the Central Florida Freethought Community. It is nonpartisan. secular organization in Central Florida working on keeping church and state separate. If you want to find out more about their organization, you can just go to the link here at their Facebook page. They also have a website, but they say the best way to find out what's happening on a regular basis is to come out to the Facebook page. And David, I really want to thank you for being with us today, and I hope that other people will get involved in this effort.
I do too, and I appreciate your interest in it.
That's it for this week of State and Local Matters. I think that we're all going to have a lot of work to do. The thing about this latest ruling is that the easiest place for this to take place without a lot of fanfare is at your local level. It's your city commission, county commission, school board meetings. These little small meetings where people don't attend, or this is where this is going to be tested, because they're not going to do this in Washington. And this is where we need to be vigilant. So if you have an opportunity to get to one of those meetings, please do that and let us know what's going on.